59 miles to Jacksonville, driving together between the lines, you and me on I-95, 59 miles to Jacksonville. There's a cloudy sky and the sun peeks through. It's been so long, but we'll be there soon. As that sign, it blew my mind, 59 miles from Jacksonville. Raindrops began to cover our windshield from the misty morning sky. Gotta slow down, but that's just fine. I'm taking in the sights. When across that satellite river, it's 59 miles to Jacksonville. Jacksonville, 57 miles on the road, 54 miles to Jacksonville, 51 miles to go.
All right, let's get this show on the road. If you notice the title, Let Me Hold Your Hand. And this is kind of in response to, first off, happy Tuesday. Some of the new content creators / streamers who are checking out Pantheon because their Ashes of Creation is in ashes. And I've watched a couple. Not the first ones. It's happened before where they try out Pantheon and they struggle with the no map. And one of the content creators recently said, no quests. It's not true. There is no map. That's true. It's not a hurdle you can't get past. And I'm going to try to walk you through it. I'm going to try to get my mind into when I played this game for the first time. And so I'm going to sort of follow the footsteps of one of the content creators who originally started a necro And we're just gonna call this guy CC1. The current starting place for Necros, pretty much of a nightmare. It's a tough place to start. And the main reason is you get an initial quest, which we'll go through. We'll just leave his case appearance the way it is. You can't create until you pick some points here. These are your base starting stats. You can't subtract from any. You can only add, and then you can subtract the 2 points that you added. I generally always do the auto distribute because it picks pretty much the best spot for these points. And for Necromancer, it's going to put them both in intellect. Now, somebody had said at some point, you should always put one in charisma. That may be true, but I rarely do that anymore. I used to do it, but I don't do it anymore. Anyway, charisma actually is good for a Necromancer because some of their skills use charisma. Now, if you've been following along with me, I started a Necromancer maybe a week or two ago from level 1, and no twinking, just playing it straight, not accepting any new gear from people or twinking with my own characters. I've got some higher level characters that have some pretty sweet things in their bank. But I started that whole Necromancer series, and we'll still play it. We'll probably get to it today after I get through this. But anyway, I'm just going to leave his appearance that way so we can get on with the show. Anyway, I'm going to create this guy. And in the Necromancer starting area, which is Barrow Dark, the only reason why it's pretty tough is you get this initial quest to get your harvesting tools. Now you have a couple options in Barrow Dark, which is dark. Oh, let me turn the game sounds on. Hopefully they're not too loud. Let's see, can I even hear it? Yeah, I kind of can. It might be a little low for me. I don't know about you. Maybe it's low. Let me see. You hearing that all right? I think my side, I've turned the volume down quite a bit. Sometimes it gets a little crazy with the volume. Do I have this on full? Hopefully you can hear. Anyway, see if that's going through. Yeah. So pretty dark. Here's the Necro starting area. Of the evil races all start here. So there's scrolls and Necromancer traits. The traits you get every 5 levels that give you consume this rune to raise your tributes, all of them by 1. So every 5 levels, you definitely want to do that. And then your scrolls, there's a ton. You can, read through them, see what you're going to get. There's some pretty cool stuff there. Awesome. If I go to inventory, I've got 2 scrolls in my bag to start. Life tap, siphon the life essence of the target, dealing curse damage and restoring your health by 50%. That's awesome. And you already get to start off with a pet, Crumbling Bones, for which you need bone fragments to summon your pet. And let's see, did it do it? It did it. Took it a minute. You get 1 bag. So initially when you start, one of the real issues is you, let me cancel that for a second. Bag comes up there. If you shift and right click, you can scale these bags. You can move them wherever you want. I like them there-ish. Save, and you get this mysterious letter. Right click to begin a task. Sweet. You don't know me, but I have an opportunity to find me near the well in the center of the village of Avelia, and I'll explain more. Oh, city of Avelia. Well, what the heck? I have no clue where that city is. So I can run around here. I can search forever to try and find the city of Avelia. In here, it's not here. Your options for Necro are you can stay here and level for sure to level 10 plus. The problem with that is because you don't have your harvesting tools yet, you can't skin anything you're killing, which would be helpful, one, to make money starting off. Let's get my new spells down here. I think I have the tutorials turned off. Let me turn them on. See if I can remember where that's at. Oh, somewhere here, I think. Blah, blah, blah. I think there's a way to turn it back on. Definitely not under audio. Is there possibly a key binding for it? This is not something you would have to do. It's on by default, but I have turned it off at some point. I know there used to be a way to turn it back on, but I don't remember where that's at. Set UI. Move off-screen windows into view. Let's reset that just for fun and see if those will start back up. I don't know where it's at. I wonder if resetting the UI will do it. When I move, you can click and drag most of these screens around. This is our offensive target. I had targeted that traits person. I want to target me. My little me placard is there. Notice you got food and drink, health, mana, and another bar for readiness. Some abilities require readiness. Let's put offensive target up there. We do want the chat screen up, so I'll leave that there. Let's see. Can you see most of it? Yeah, we'll leave it right there. I'll put the bags on top. I'm gonna try. Let's see. Let's do a /help. You get all these text things you can do, like what zone am I in? /zone name. Throne Fast. But it said I was in Barrow Dark. Barrow Dark is in the Throne Fast zone. Trade. Now, one of the things I think the UI tips don't tell you are all these commands, so you don't even know /help at the beginning. Do all kinds of stuff. Looking for group. A good one is the stuck one, which I think is down here somewhere. Should be in alphabetical order. Stand. Stuck, unstuck. Attempts to fix a stuck character. One of the hidden options for this is stuck bind, stuck space bind, where you can go back to your bind spot. Let's do who. There are a bunch of people in here. So your options for Barrow Dark are fight here till you're level 10 and figure out how to get out of this place. Now, right where we were at, and there's, very low to high level mobs here. See, when I click on that Skitterfang, that's our defensive or our offensive target, defensive target. Skitterling, what's he con? Can I kill this guy? He's white to me. Let's first get our spells up. The tutorial tells you how to do this. Unfortunately, I don't remember how to turn the tutorial back on. Your bars are techniques, utilities, and regular spells. That's why this is Alt-1 for a technique. You highlight these, it tells you technique actions, that's the action bar, and utilities, the utility bar. We want our pet to help us kill some stuff. What's up, Zikor? when you spawn your pet, he has a pet bar and his own little name. We'll put him somewhere around here. We'll put that bar. He's gonna get a lot of buffs and or dots. Where do we want this? We'll put it over here, I guess. You have attack, guard. I'm sorry. Back off, guard, follow, stay, and kill this guy. The reason you might want to kill him is because his level might be lower. You can keep using bone chips to respawn him to get higher level ones. This guy's level 4, so that's awesome. He could probably kill a Skitterfang for me, so I'm going to send him into battle. Go get him. If you right-click on your pet, you can put armor on him and weapons. So that's cool. Help with a little life tap. And the white Condas is going to give us some pretty decent speed. Notice when I hit inventory, I have no money, nothing else but a starting tool, some crappy gear, and some food and water that I'm going to put down. Where'd he go? Right there. And if I loot him, can't skin a Skitterfang, I guess. Let's find something that I could skin, which is that small cave rodent. At lower levels, your pet does not taunt, so you're gonna have to deal with the mobs. He's just gonna help you, but he won't taunt them off you for another few levels. Quite a few, actually. Now, rodent, I can usually skin, but it says you can't gather that without the proper gathering tool equipped. This is why, I mean, it'd be okay to stay here till level 8 to 10, and then be able to run out of here without too much trouble. At level 1, we're gonna have some problems getting out of here, and I want to get to this Avelia so that I can start harvesting stuff, either one to sell or save for a profession I'm gonna do. The compass is quite helpful at the top if you're new and you're trying to figure out where was my guy, my starting guy. I just know this, that he's over here. It's lit up green, but if I started right here and I start running east, I know that, okay, when I want to go back there, I gotta go west. I can run around all these other starting places for tombs. There's mobs pretty much everywhere. Small cave rodent is still white to me because it's still level 1. So what Content Creator 1 eventually decided to do is I'd rather play a melee. But before I do that, I'm going to show you one of the options for getting out of this place so that you can get your tools and start getting harvesting skill and materials. Look that way. What is this? This is really close to where I started. I started right here. There's this green tunnel. No, I do know where it goes, but in the beginning, let's investigate. We're looking for this town of Avelia. I don't think there are any quests in Barrow Dark. When I start Evil Tomb, I just get out of there real quick so I can turn in that first quest and start get my starter tools and stuff. We're outside. Yay. And it's daytime. That's a good thing. Who are you? Where is Inquisitor? So he not coming? That human filled me with anger, so much anger. I want never do his work again, okay? I want go home without any more words, but I want the girl be found. So I tell you what I know. Noble girl not just ran away. She ran from something. I don't know what. She want to leave Kingreach all the way. She head to Silent Plains, to Skydurban, I hear. If you, the Inquisitor, then I say leave her alone. But instead I say find Vikram Tail, he the mayor of Skydurban. He is a good man. He will know if the girl come through his town. So what will you do? You follow after her? What's the Inquisitor? Ah, so you not him. Inquisitor name is Tolvi Talvor. What girl? I not remember her name. Vikram the Skydurban. Vikram in Skydurban know more than me. But will you look for her? Sure. I'll look for her. Jackie, good. If you ever see Inquisitor, tell him I never wait on him again, okay? This cave is full of evil men, and worse than evil men. You find the girl, okay? I hear she may find trouble. No, I mean that trouble find her. Okay, so it doesn't... Skydurban, no idea at the moment what's up with that, but we didn't really get a quest for that. We just got a bunch of info that I guess we need to try and remember, or when one day we happen upon Skydurban, we might get directed further. I do not know. I've never actually talked to that person before. I think back in the day when I tried, they said nothing. So coming down here, there's some mobs. Can I sneak past these? There's no one right here. I'm gonna try it. What are these things con? Author initiate, yellow. That's not good. There's somebody here. There's a bonecaster who's looking at us and he's red. We definitely don't want any part of that guy. Question is, can we get by this dude? Now, this is a good opportunity for us to make a run for it right along that wall, maybe. The other thing we could try to do is, in the game, we can climb. So if we don't want to risk dying there, at level 1, not going to be that big of a deal if we die. We're not going to lose anything. We don't lose XP until much later. Let's see. Can I get up there? I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it. Oh, I'm stuck. Stamina. I need stamina to climb. I'm stuck on that ledge. There's a trick to that. You do get stuck. Like that. Climb down and then climb. Should be able to climb back up again. It's not working here for some reason. There we go. Finally. I did a few climb downs and climb ups. And he finally pulled himself up there. I'm going to see if that's a ledge. See if I can make it there. You do take fall damage, so it would be good to try not to fall a long way. We don't have a whole bunch of hit points. We have 25. Yikes. 32 mana points. And currently 100 endurance. We're full up on endurance. See if I can make it to here. Now, to be fair, when you first start the game, you have no idea that you need to try and get out of here. But one of the key beginning, I think, points of the game is before you start, hacking and slaying, a little exploration. I mean, when I first started my tune, it wasn't evil, Dire Lord. They didn't start in Baradark, they started somewhere else. It was just as hard. Not as hard, I'm not as hard, but it was pretty difficult to get to Avelia, but I at least could get to a cliff and see a town. And I was like, oh, I think that might be the place I'm looking for. It was at nighttime, and then I got killed a whole bunch of times. So I don't know if that's a ledge. It is, thank goodness, or we would have likely fell to our death there. All right, we could probably make this climb. Get past those nasties, but are there nasties up here? Doesn't look like there are any bad guys. don't see a town. I see that. Maybe that's Avelia. Let me look and see where we're at from where we just were. So there's those cultist guys. There's the red nasty skeletons. There's something right there. A big house. Whatever that is. Not Avelia? Maybe. I'm gonna see if I can make it to there. I'm amazed that I could climb up here. I'm actually not, because I've done it before at level 1. But the other option is to go into OOC and say, hey, I just started in this evil place. I'm a necromancer, level 1. Where do I go? What do I do now? People will guide you. They may even clear the way for you to get through there and actually take you to town. I'm gonna not do that right now. I'm gonna try and make my way to over there. It appears there's no mobs around. I'm feeling pretty safe. See anything down there? That may be a bit of a fall. Looks like it goes down over that way. There's a bug. He's yellow. I gotta be careful. The rat. He's also yellow. I gotta be careful here. What's the spider's white but indifferent, so not gonna attack me. But he's white to me. I'm gonna take him out. I'm gonna try to take him out. Me and my trusty pet are on it. Yeah, we're doing decent damage with our life draw. Oh, he resisted, but he's running. Nice. You have loot, spider? A small spider venom gland, a reagent. Small venom gland from a young spider, useful for mixing toxins. This may be useful to an alchemist. Oh. So if I'm gonna do alchemy, I might want to hang on to that or sell to an alchemist, but at lower levels. Unless you know specifically what profession you're gonna do, and we'll find out shortly with the other guy that we create. Sell everything in the beginning because you need money for your spells. The other thing we have to remember, looking at Hornet didn't attack us. He's white. Let's kill that dude while we're exploring. Now, I know I came from the north, right? That direction. So home for me, where I started, is back there and down that cliff. Here's something. At least he didn't kill me. Guess I should con him. He's red. Acknowledges me as an ally. Good. Where does this go? We're heading south. Don't see anything here. Is this the town I'm looking for? Don't see any people. See any mobs. I feel pretty safe. Whoa. got it on. We just... Oh! Now it's got it on. Just go through a zone, apparently. That was the way we were going. Let's go back that way. It says I teleported into Avendir's Pass. Did that? Does this tell us anything more? This says Village of Avelia. But that's just a place. This is a big zone, I'm guessing. I know. More guards. Hey, there's a dude there. Keep to the roads. They're much safer than the wilderness beyond. Roger that, sir. This dude. Food merchant. Nice. I don't have any money, so I can't buy any food. And I have food and drink, but I can sell to this guy. Alt right click to sell. Alt. Right click. Right click. General stuff. I'm gonna sell that anyway, because I need the money. I have 55 copper. Sweet! This is the best. And I'm almost gonna level. This isn't the town. Who's this guy? It's a quest. Enchanted Quill. Adventurer, I don't suppose I could bother you for some help, could I? You see, I'm a traveling scribe of sorts. I create enchanted glyphs that aid explorers and travelers such as yourself, or at least I used to. Waylaid a few days ago by a group of goblins. There was a larger one with them who looked smarter than the rest. I managed to escape, but they got away with my supplies, including my enchanted quill. You'd be willing to help me track down my quill? I could help you in turn. To the west is the home of the orcs, a frigid land of snow and ice. You don't seem like someone who would be afraid of an orc. So I'm sure that you will travel there at some point. Orcs don't seem to feel the cold like we do, but if you mean to travel there, my glyphs can help you withstand the icy conditions. They can't create them without my quill. If you could face down the goblins and get my quill back, I'd be very grateful. We'll get 1 silver, 50 copper for that. I'll take it. Goodbye, sir. I'm gonna find your quill. Don't you worry. Guards, campfire. Ooh, crafting schematics. Let's say, oh,